You know, I've always had the feeling, a deep feeling, that narcissists are bots. Now, you guys have heard about this thing of bots and bots. It doesn't mean that every unawakened person is a bot, okay? In the universe, they also have regular people. Yes, they may be unawakened. And they're not conscious. But they're regular people, okay? They're not evil, they're not narcissists. But when it comes to narcissists, you will confirm that these individuals are bots. There is no way you can tell me a narcissist from Japan is following the same program like the same narcissist from Germany, the same from Africa, the same from somewhere in America, the same from India. You cannot tell me that you have got, sometimes I believe that people need to wake up, You cannot tell me this kind of bullcrap. That narcissists around the world have got a personality disorder. And they're all following the same pattern. You guys, you can't think, you sometimes, there are some things which don't even need somebody awakened to really understand and figure out. How can you think, how can you see, how can you have narcissists around the world? They're all following the same program. And you tell me that you're dealing with a mental disorder, psychological disorder, whatever. The narcissist is spiritually checked out many years ago. They spiritually checked out so many years ago. I don't know whatever happened to them. But me, I know, like in my videos, I usually like to emphasize this thing of, I always like to look at the spiritual side of narcissism, because that has been my experience. Narcissists do the same thing. Same pattern, same behavior, and you will think that they're reading from the same book, So maybe one day people will start to figure out that this whole thing is spiritual and there's nothing to do with these mental disorders and all that. It has nothing to do with personality disorder. It's okay to look at it like that in the 3D. The people who are not awakened, who are not conscious enough to figure this thing out on their own. But for the ones who know this, we know that this thing is... Narcissists have always been part of the problem, from day one. All these wars you hear happening around, people killing each other, this abuse, all these thefts, and all this very, very low dimensional stuff. Very low vibrational stuff. You look around and there's a narcissist in there somewhere doing something. If you look around the world and you see, people stabbing each other, this and that, somebody killing somebody, all this kind of stuff, you're going to look very closely and you will see a narcissist in there. So they're not very far from destruction, they're always very close to trouble, destruction, chaos, whatever, lies, cheating, stealing, all these things. You will see that always there's a narcissist behind. These individuals, they do not have a spirit. They checked out so many years ago. How can you tell me that a person does extremely horrible things to you? Destructive things, humiliating things. And in the next 2 days, you meet them and they are themselves, and they are all of a sudden, they're forgotten in a few days, maybe weeks, I don't know, sometimes it takes seconds or minutes. A person does something extremely horrible to you. And then in the next 2 minutes, they have already forgotten what they've done. How can you explain that kind of scenario where a person messes you up very deeply? You're so pissed. You're so energetically drained. And then the person in the next 2 hours, they turn around and they're smiling and they all of a sudden lovey-dovey and they are, giving you some flowers. and they're asking you for sex. You know, sometimes I don't understand why narcissists are not in therapy. I do not understand why narcissists are not somewhere receiving help. I don't understand why they're out there moving up and down. The most disgusting behavior you'll ever encounter is that behavior from a narcissist. If you have not met the devil, if you have not met the narcissist, you haven't met the devil in human form. You will know those people, they do not have a soul. Me, I will continue to say it aloud. You know, I'll continue to scream. One day, people are going to listen. Maybe sometimes I believe I'll now start to, you know, speak with my microphone. I've got a microphone here. I'll scream until the world understands that narcissists, they are evil, they are spiritually checked out, they are the worst human beings on this planet. A narcissist does something to you or to an individual, and then you ask them 2 or 3 days later, what was that thing all about? And they're like, they don't remember saying it. They did something. In that time, they seemed very, very conscious about what they were doing. 2 or 3 days later, they're in a completely different scenario. They don't remember what they did. You're trying to remind them. They're even asking you, what did they say? And sometimes they destroy you, they messed you up, caused you so much pain. Now they turn around after 2 minutes and they're smiling all of a sudden. They're smiling, they're laughing, they're all over the moon. You know, the world needs to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. I think we can do better than that. We really can do better than that, you know. You find them in the medical fields, departments. You find them in governments. You know, they are making decisions. They are making decisions for millions of people. A person with a broken mind, you know. Somebody with a broken mind, spiritually unplugged. They are the ones making the rules for millions of awakened people. They are your bosses, they are your landlords, they are your partners, you know. There are many, these guys, there are many, but I can guarantee you something is going on. There is something else that has been happening. Actually, this thing, in my opinion, I think this whole thing of narcissism has been happening for ages. Even I think in the, you know, the olden days, those Jesus days, I don't know, the Amino, Domino and the BC, they have been there. In the Bibles, you read about those narcissists, you know. They have been there from ancient time, but I think this thing has been like, for some reason it has been kept hidden. So not really, there's probably some people that never wanted this thing to be known. Because this whole thing is spiritual, you know, this whole entire thing is spiritual. So me, I believe the only way to keep it hidden was to tell people that they have got some kind of a personality disorder, you know. They have got a mental disorder, so that you can, you know, you can keep your guards down and you don't have to. You won't need, if a person tells you somebody has got a personality disorder, you're not gonna need extra. What do they call it? By the way, there's a machine in the background, guys, so bear with me. They don't need extra glasses. If you tell a person that, oh, that guy, your dad, whatever, they had a personality disorder. So the people who are supposed to wake up, they don't need extra glasses to see this. They go, oh, okay, so the one that they was doing this, so they are whatever, mentally messed up. You know, that kind of stuff. And that's how this thing works. But I know 100% that, in my experience and the narcissists that I've dealt with, I know 100% that those people, they have checked out spiritually ages ago. Okay? There was a couple of events that have been happening in their lives, and for some reason they lost it. You know? But I don't believe that the narcissist should be out on the street. These people, they need help. They have got to be somewhere receiving help. You know? They should be somewhere out there looking for help, getting treatment or whatever treatment they can give them. I don't care if it's medical or if it's spiritual. But you will know this pattern when you realize that narcissists, they're reading from the same book, you know? They're reading from the same book, similar spirit, same patterns, similar behavior, you know, and that's what it is. So guys, I just wanted to have a little bit of chat this morning about this, my view and what I really think about, what I think and what I believe is going on with these narcissists, okay? So if you have something else to add on, let us know in the comment section below. You always know that I do love and appreciate the support. Book a session, donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description. And until then, catch you guys in my next one. Desmo signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.